leader. We've got a big matchup in the West region. The at-large bid in this tournament from the American Athletic Conference, UConn, who had a great performance all regular season, won the at-large tournament, knocking off Gonzaga and Murray State and others to get into this tournament. UConn only had one loss all season long that came to Houston, and they are the number one seed in the Midwest region. Hello, BD249. Today they will be taking on the Baylor Bears. Baylor from the Big 12. Big 12 has a lot of teams in this tournament, including Texas and Oklahoma. So, some news just to get to is this Midwest region game. A bit of a surprise it's taking place in Orlando, but that's where this game will be taking place. Also in this region are Texas and Minnesota. Texas, the Big 12 champion. Some news. Progressive Cup Series race will be out tomorrow. The Tostitos Tiburon 500. It is all wrapped up. Just got to add the commentary in. So sometime tomorrow. Could be as early as like 12 o'clock. Could be as late as 9 o'clock. But sometime tomorrow the race will be up. But anyway, the focus right now. Hi, Mark. So here we go. UConn taking on Baylor. Third game of this tournament. It's been an exciting tournament so far. We saw Duke knock out Seton Hall, and Alabama with the upset victory over Villanova. Tyson Jolly, King McClure, Jonathan Davis, Freddie Gillespie, and Leonard Allen are the starters for Baylor. Adams, Iagabuzzi, Poley, Carlton, and Cobb, the five on the other side for Kevin Ollie's UConn Huskies squad. UConn in white. The black and gold are the Baylor Bears. They'll start with the ball. Gillespie gives it to Tyson Jolly, and we're underway. Jonathan Davis thinks about the three, decides better of it. Remember, these are 5-minute quarters. Back to Jolly. Jolly kicks Gillespie. Now back to King McClure. McClure's got 6 to shoot. Crosses over. Inside Allen. Allen the shot. In and out. Rebound taken in by Carlton. And here comes the star, Jalen Adams, with the ball. A lot of stars have been shut out so far in this tournament. Zion did not have a big opening game. Jalen Brunson was quiet for Villanova. Poley flips inside Cobb. Back Carlton. Carlton, mid-range J, in and out. Rattled around. Tyson Jolly corrals the miss. Jolly into the corner. That's Jonathan Davis who knocks down the corner three. And Baylor with the first points of the game. Here is Iagabuzzi. Back to Polly. Nice pick set. Polly with the step back. In and out. Rebound Gillespie. At this point, let's just take a look at some of your key players to watch. Of course, Temi Iagabuzzi will be one to watch, as will Tyler Poley, Josh Carlton, Eric Cobb. Off the bench, Emmett Matthews Jr. has been strong this season for UConn. On the other side, for Baylor, watch out for Florent Thamba off the bench. Of course, Freddie Gillespie and Leonard Allen will also be ones to watch. As here's King McClure with it. McClure with a nice spin move on Carlton. Kicks Jonathan Davis already with 3 points. McClure over to Jolly. Leonard Allen. Stripped and stolen by Cobb. Here comes Jalen Adams into the corner. That's Temi Iagabuzzi. Back to Adams. Over to Cobb. Sit down, and we're tied at 3. Here's Tyson Jolly. Over to King McClure. Into the corner, Davis. McClure sets the screen. Davis comes over from the left. And he's going to be swatted. They're going to call it a shooting foul. A bit of a surprise. It's on Tyler Poley. And here at the 3-minute mark in the opening quarter, to the line will go Jonathan Davis. So free throws here for Jonathan Davis. Misses the first. Can't be missing free throws. Knocks down the second. So 4-3, 2 minutes gone here. And here comes Jalen Adams with the ball. Over to Iagabuzzi. Now Carlton. Carlton back to Iagabuzzi. Jalen Adams for 3. No good. Skipped across the rim. Jonathan Davis, who has all 4 Baylor points with the rebound. At the top of the key is Davis. Drives, strong, rattles around and drops down. Jonathan Davis with 6 first quarter points, propelling Baylor to a bit of a lead here early over the number 1 seed. Igabuzi over to Poli. Back to Jalen Adams. Adams to Carlton. Carlton back Poli. Igabuzi to Adams. Inside Carlton. Lots of passing here from the Huskies. Jalen Adams contested 3 won't go. Jonathan Davis, who's been all over the place, gets the rebound. Here comes King McClure with it. Bunch of subs ready to come in, and Davis stupidly at a foot out of bounds there. And it'll be UConn ball here with 2:01 to go in the opening quarter. Whole plethora of changes for both sides. It's now Jolly, Kegler, Vidal, Clark, and Allen. On the other side, Gilbert, Vidal, Poli, Carlton, and Cobb. Yeah, there's Vidal on UConn and Vital on the Bears of Baylor. As Vidal is stolen by Allen, here comes Vital the other way. Vital to the bucket, swatted. And now Vidal the other way for UConn. Over to Cobb. Cobb kicks back Vidal. Vidal into the corner. Tyler Poli. Cobb over to Gilbert. Gilbert finds Vidal. Gilbert over to Cobb in the corner. That's Tyler Poli. Shot clock winding down. Cobb throws one up. Doesn't fall. Rebound by Clark. Tyson Jolly up the floor. Minutes ago here in the opening quarter. It's 6-3 Baylor. Vidal stops, pops, no good. Rebound Allen. Allen, no. Cobb with the rebound. 2 misses right there for Baylor. UConn has been very quiet offensively here. Tyler Poli over to Vidal. And I made a mistake early on. I forgot. Villanova won, not Alabama, but it was still an upset. Alabama missed on that Avery Johnson Jr. missed layup. As Vidal for 3, no good. Rebound by Clark, but he'll step out of bounds on the pivot, and it will be UConn basketball. Leonard Allen's going to go to the bench. Ben Thamba will check in, the big man for Baylor. Cobb, jumper inside the paint, no good off the back iron. Rebound Jolly, about 7.5 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Tyson Jolly to Clark, out to Vital. Vital stripped and stolen by Matthews Jr. Matthews Jr. lays it up, can't get it to fall, but a foul's going to be called on Vital. And yeah, don't forget about Emmett Matthews Jr. off this bench as Mark Vital picks up the foul with 14.5 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Both fall for Matthews Jr., and it's now a 6-5 game. Thamba finds Jolly, and we expect Baylor to hold for a final shot here. And maybe try to take a 2-possession lead heading into the second quarter. Driving, Jolly, off-balance shot is good, fading from the elbow. 8-5, final seconds. Gilbert chucks one up from beyond half court. Almost got it to fall. It was short, though, and that'll end the opening quarter. Nice start here for the Baylor Bears. 8-5, they lead the top-seeded Huskies. This is WUB Network's presentation of the NCAA tournament. We'll be back. Second quarter getting underway. 8-5 is the score. The Baylor Bears on top. This is the Midwest region from Orlando. Gilbert with it. He'll take Gilbert, Vidal, Cobb, Carlton, and Emmett Matthews Jr., the 5 for the UConn Huskies. Remember, nobody went undefeated this season, but UConn had 1 loss, just like the Duke Blue Devils. Gilbert. Emmett Matthews Jr. for 3. No good. Rebound Tyson Jolly. Wide open under the basket for a second was Mark Vital. Jolly Moves to the left side along the baseline. No good from 14. Rebound by Carlton. Josh Carlton with the board. He's gotten a few of those already. Here's Gilbert with it. Gilbert back to Matthews Jr. Matthews Jr. on the right wing. Pumps, now finds Vital. Vital over to Cobb. Cobb back Matthews Jr. Vital. Cobb. Cobb backs out to the three-point line. Back to Matthews for three as the shot clock expires. No good. Careening off the front of the rim into the hands of Thamba. Here's Jolly. Jolly works inside. Jumper from 16 is short. The putback by Clark rattles a couple times and drops down. And Baylor has their biggest lead. They're up 10-5 now with 3:41 to go till halftime here at the Amway Center. Matthews Jr. back to Vital. Vital had a chance on a three. I guess didn't want to take it. Gilbert tries one from the corner, and that's a little too strong. Rebound Thamba. And how about that? Baylor out-rebounding the Huskies by 9. Jolly over to Clark. Clark for three. No good. Rebound Cobb. Will we see our first major upset? We've already seen the SEC champion Alabama Crimson Tide taken out of this tournament. Of course, a lot of surprisers being left out. Kentucky, Kansas, Gonzaga, the three headliners not in the tournament. Carlton, Vital, three from Gilbert, contested, but he knocks it down. Nice shot right there. And it's 10-8, UConn within 2, and Baylor will call timeout. UConn hasn't shot too well from 3, but all Tariq Gilbert there makes his third. I guess third time's the charm. So now 2:49 left here in the first half. King McClure's back in. Now it's Freddie Gillespie. Matthew Myers sets a screen. He's into the game for the first time. Jonathan Davis is back in as Gillespie's floater, angling right, falls, and it's 12-8. And look at that. UConn only shooting 15% from the field. Baylor hovering just below the 50% mark. An ugly game so far from Kevin Ollie's squad. 5 to shoot. Davis with the steal. Meyer throws one up, no good. Rebound Polly. Ayagubuzi loses the ball. Jonathan Davis, who was strong in the first quarter with the steal. Will he take it coast to coast? No, he finds King McClure, who finishes at the basket, and it's a 6-point lead for Baylor. 14-8 now. 1:42 to go in the first half. Matthews Jr. over to Ayagubuzi. And that's going to be a foul on Davis, a blocking foul. I thought Ayagubuzi might have led with the elbow there. Nonetheless, it'll be UConn ball on the inbound from the right sideline. Here's Jalen Adams. He's got 8 to shoot. Polly to Cobb. Cobb at the free throw line. Kicks Ayagubuzi. Long two-pointer is no good. Leonard Allen with the rebound for the Baylor Bears. King McClure. Over to Meyer. Meyer, mid-range. No good. Kind of good look, but couldn't finish. Here's Jalen Adams, who's been quiet. Adams over to Polly. Polly, layup no good. The tip back is good. Tyler Polly there. 14-10, under a minute remaining here in the first half. McClure over to Meyer in the corner. That's Davis. Davis, the floater, no, but that's going to be a foul. A little bit of a hard fall there as Emmett Matthews Jr. picks it up. First one falls. That's 7 points now for Jonathan Davis. Who's helped lead Baylor on this run? Well, Jonathan Davis has half their points and is 2 of 2 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and also has a couple rebounds. Here's Cobb with it. UConn's going to need a big second half as that pass tipped by Allen will go out of bounds. UConn will have it from underneath with about 11 to shoot. As Matthews goes to the bench. Josh Carlton will check back in for the Huskies. 33 seconds here remaining in the opening half. Carlton gets it into Polly. Polly lines one up. Can't hit. Rebound to Allen. 7 seconds separating shot and game clock. Meyer fires ahead Davis, but it's stripped and stolen by Igabuzi. Jalen Adams to the basket. Lays it up and in for UConn. Shot clock off. Final possession most likely here of the first half. King McClure with it. What a first half from the Baylor Bears. Meyer thinks about the mid-range. Going to drive in a little. Nice shot. No good, though. Rebound, Polly. Final seconds, Polly from beyond half court. No good off the backboard, and that's halftime. The Baylor Bears strong in the first half. It's 16-12 as we head to the third quarter. So just UConn looking very sloppy early on. As you see in the first quarter, Jonathan Davis was strong. He has 8 points already, has not missed, and is also 3 of 4 from the free throw line. We've also seen Tyson Jolly looking strong. On the other side, UConn has gotten a couple three-pointers and a couple breakaway layups, but aside from that, have been putrid from the field. Still only shooting 21%, being out-rebounded. Just struggling, and it's hard to believe this is only a 4-point game because Baylor has just been so much better than these Huskies. But will we see a number 1 seed upset here, or will UConn mount a comeback? Often we see these things in the first half. Maybe an upset will happen. Baylor didn't have that great of a season, but made it to the tournament final in the Big 12, upsetting Oklahoma, and then moving on and nearly beating Texas in the Big 12 title game. Remember, Texas knocked out Kansas, and that ensured that Bill Self's squad would not make this tournament. So Jonathan Davis, 8 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Baylor will need him to continue the strength. Now, UConn and Baylor matching up in a tournament, this is more of a women's type of one. You'd think about, Maya Moore with UConn, Brittany Griner with Baylor, but this time matching up in this region, which will see a surprising team no matter what. Not really the big college basketball powerhouses. Either UConn, Baylor, Texas, or Minnesota will be in the Final Fours. Igabuzi cannot hit. Leonard Allen the rebound. Here comes Tyson Jolly. Baylor would love to score in that first possession right here because that would make them feel a lot like, they will not have a momentum shift early in the third quarter. As Davis almost has it stripped away, somehow gets it back. 5 to shoot. McClure with it. Back to Jolly. Jolly over to Gillespie. Back to Davis. Davis for 3 short. He'll finally miss. Josh Carlton the rebound. Here comes Jalen Adams. Adams over to Polly. Carlton back to Igabuzi. Tipped, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Davis, and it'll be UConn basketball. A change here for Baylor. Gillespie will go to the bench. Clark will check in at the 4. Only 5 to shoot here. UConn just not really moving around. Igabuzi's going to have to chuck up a 3. No good. And UConn's shooting woes continue. And here comes Tyson Jolly with it for Baylor. Back to Clark, over to McClure. McClure drives, can't finish, rebound Cobb. Now Jalen Adams. Adams steps back. Both teams in a bit of a shooting drought. Almost 2 minutes here into the third quarter. No scoring yet in this half. As Igabuzi for 3. Short, rebound Clark. No Huskies went for the rebound. Kevin Ollie yelling on the sidelines. And Igabuzi is only 1 for 5 as McClure finally gets Baylor on the board here to start quarter number 3. It's 18-12 Bears. Jalen Adams over to Igabuzi. If UConn really just gets dominated, it makes you wonder, should they have been a number 1 seed? Or should Texas or North Carolina have gotten a number 1 seed? Igabuzi, Carlton as the shot clock expires. Yes, buries it from 16. And it's back to a 4-point game here. We are midway through quarter number 3. And Baylor's going to call timeout just after that bucket just to make sure everything stays organized. Smart timeout, especially with all that are left. We'll take a quick timeout. This is WUB Network, America's sports leader. Some changes for both sides. McClure takes the inbound. Mark Vitale over to Clark for 3. No. Oh, and crashing the boards for the incredible fine jam is King McClure, and Baylor is up by 6, 20-14. That's the type of thing that can really spark a team. Igabuzi to Vital to Gilbert. Vital for 3. Nope. Rebound Clark. Here comes King McClure with it for Baylor. Baylor now out-rebounding UConn by 8. McClure to Clark. Clark, deep 3. Not that time. All Tariq Gilbert gets the rebound for the Huskies. Gilbert straight on at the 3-point line. Kicks to the deep left corner. That's Igabuzi, who misses again. Cobb the rebound, stripped at the basket on the attempted putback, and stolen by Mark Vitale. Mark Vitale inside. Thamba knocks it in, and the foul on Cobb. And Baylor can make it a 9-point lead. Look at this smart pass in, and Thamba finishes strong. Just so much good play from King McClure. Now Florent Thamba. Not a good free throw shooter all season, only 54%, but knocks that one down with a swish. Everything going right for the Bears, and they're up by 9. Vital over to Igabuzi. Over to Gilbert. All Tariq Gilbert. The fadeaway 3. No. Rebound Clark. Here comes Kegler with it, and suddenly Baylor can take a double-digit lead. Something that not even Duke was able to get over Seton Hall. And Clark with a tomahawk right-handed flush. And look at that. UConn is only 5 for 26 from the field. And UConn trails by 11. 5 for 26. Can you believe that? Igabuzi, another miss, and now a foul on Cobb, a loose ball foul that sent Thamba to the ground to make things even worse. Baylor only got into this tournament because of their performance in the Big 12 tournament. They were 4th in the Big 12 in this season behind Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, but made it to the Big 12 title game and only lost by 4 to Texas. Jonathan Davis was strong in that game, and a lot of different players have stepped up for Baylor. And in this third quarter, they have outscored UConn 9-2, 5 to shoot. Clark, back to McClure. McClure, deep 3. Not that time. Rebound Carlton. UConn must-score situation here, shooting 5 of 27 from the field. Igabuzi misses. Clark to McClure. McClure half court. Almost made that one. Baylor is 5 minutes from pulling off a big upset here to knock out the number 1 seed in the Midwest. 25-14 the score. Baylor with a big third quarter. They'll try to finish off in the fourth. This is the NCAA tournament on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Let's hear what the Baylor coach had to say. .28 from the field. One of the worst shooting performances we've seen from a team in NCAA tournament history. Lowest scoring team so far in this tournament was Seton Hall with 32. UConn needs to have an incredible quarter to meet that, as first shot is a miss for Baylor. Here's all Tariq Gilbert. Gilbert over to Vital. Gilbert, Vital, Carlton, Poley, and Igabuzzi. A small lineup out there as Igabuzzi knocks down a three. Was 1 of 8 from the field. Finally knocks one down. Now King McClure with it. UConn within 8. It was a 4-point game at halftime. UConn hasn't led since it was 5-4. The jumper, no good, gets his own rebound, as nobody rebounds for you. Cannot afford to give up easy shots like that. It's now 27-17 with 4 minutes to go. Winner of this game will face either Texas or Minnesota in the Elite Eight, and Igabuzzi has caught fire and is improving UConn's dreadful shooting percentage. Still just 7 for 30 for the game, but it's 27-20. Here's Mark Vital. Guarded by Vital, inside Kegler. Kegler can't finish. Rebound Igabuzzi. I think Igabuzzi should just keep chucking. Igabuzzi with it at the 3-point line. Drives, steps back. Stripped and stolen by Allen. It's a 2-on-1 break. Kegler ahead, Vital. Vital throws it down with a two-handed jam. UConn could have made it back within like a 4 or 5 point game there. Instead, the lead balloons back to 9. Igabuzzi for 3. Again! Temi Igabuzzi has hit. Igabuzzi is on fire. He's scored 9 straight points here to start the 4th quarter. Allen, no. Rebound over Carlton. Baylor Bears on top. 2:40 to go here in the final quarter of play. And Kevin Ollie's going to draw something up. A timeout is called. It's going to be interesting what happens here, but just Baylor has just dominated on all ends. Even though Igabuzzi now has on fire for the Huskies. Might be too little too late. It would be interesting, though, if Texas knocks off Minnesota, and then you've got a Baylor-Texas championship game. As Igabuzzi posting up, now kick back to Polly. Here's Jalen Adams. Adams has 6 to shoot. Igabuzzi again. Finally misses one. Tyson Jolly the rebound. Just over 2 minutes remain. Jolly, strong, knocks it in. And the lead is back to 10 for Baylor. As you see, UConn still just shooting 25% from the field, whereas Baylor has hovered around 45 all game. Igabuzzi, the step back, knocks it down. He's 4 of 5 in the quarter, and suddenly has 14 points. After starting the game 1 of 7, he has heated up. As Jolly, right back to the basket. UConn played no defense. The team is just falling apart. Only lost 1 game the entire regular season, and will almost certainly see an easy exit in the tournament as Igabuzzi's rainbow floater does not fall. Rebound McClure. Baylor could use 1 more big shot to finish it off, but not done yet as Tyler Poley with the steal. Poley inside Igabuzzi, the jumper, knocks it down. I think Igabuzzi's just the only person who's going to shoot the rest of this game. Press implied. 1:24 to go. McGuire trying to get across. He does. Kicks to Jolly. Jolly over to Jonathan Davis, who was big in the first quarter. Davis, what a move, but he couldn't finish. Cobb wrestles the ball away for the rebound. 1:08 to go. It's an 8-point lead. Cobb throws it down. UConn is not dead yet. Timeout Baylor. 1:06 to go here in the final quarter of play. It's not over, folks. Your player of the game, Jonathan Davis, has not added to those stats at all in the second half, but that first half, 8 points, 2 boards, and an assist, really helping Baylor spring out to that early lead. Davis, multiple players hit the deck. Igabuzzi and Davis both slow to get up. Meanwhile, Jolly stripped and stolen by Poli. Poli the other way. Poli the floater knocks it down. It's a 4-point game. What a comeback by UConn. 49 seconds left. Jolly the jumper. No good. Rebound Jalen Adams. Are you kidding me? Carlton. It's a 2-point game. Timeout Baylor. No, they're going to keep playing. I thought there was a signal for timeout under 40 seconds. UConn started the game 5 of 28 for the field. Jolly blocked. Jolly going up again. Knocks it down. That's a big one. Final timeout called by Kevin Ollie with 28 seconds on the clock. But what an unbelievable comeback by UConn. What a fourth quarter. Remember we said they were going to have an amazing 18-point quarter to not be the lowest scorer in this tournament? They've scored 19 in the fourth quarter. Look at some of these fourth quarter stats. They are 8 of 10 in the fourth quarter, shooting 80%. Put it in perspective, they shot 11% in the third quarter. 30 in the second quarter. And 11 again in the first quarter. It's been all about Temi Igabuzzi with 13 points in the quarter. Josh Carlton has added a couple, and Tyler Poli has multiple assists. It's just the fight by this Husky team that was down so much. Was down by more than 10. In the corner, that's Adams. Got to get a quick shot up. Igabuzzi inside. No, he missed. And now McClure is going to be fouled with 21 seconds on the clock. Wow. They could have made it a 2-point game easily there. Will they get it in? They do, and Jolly's going to be fouled and head to the stripe here with 21 seconds on the clock. It's been a fun game, though. I thought this was going to turn into a blowout in the third quarter, but UConn has put up a nice fight. Jolly knocks down both, so now UConn needs a 3. I wouldn't be surprised if Igabuzzi just comes up, gives someone a pass, gets it back, and tries a 3. Igabuzzi stripped, and that's going to do it. King McClure the steal. Driving ahead and throws it down with 8 seconds on the clock. To energize the crowd one more time. Final seconds. First big upset of the tournament. Poli misses. Doesn't even matter. The Baylor Bears are moving on to the Elite Eight after knocking off the top seed in the Midwest region. The UConn Huskies have been defeated 41-33. And Baylor moves on to play either Texas or Minnesota for the Midwest regional title and a spot in the Final Four. A whole big team effort. Davis, Gillespie, Jolly, and others key in the Baylor Bears victory. We take a look at the final stats. First, 16 points for Temi Igabuzzi, 4 for Poli, 4 for Carlton. Jalen Adams held to 2 by a potent UConn defense. Baylor defense. On the other side, Tyson Jolly with 10. King McClure had a big game with 8 points on 4 of 7 shooting. Jonathan Davis had his 8. And Florent Thamba had a big 3-point play. Nice effort put in at the end. And just a lot of quick scoring in that period. As they scored 19 points, UConn did, in the fourth quarter, but it just wasn't enough. We hope you enjoyed. Once again, the final score, Baylor Bears 41, UConn Huskies 33. This